Hello and welcome to Amby Marie Knits, episode 57. My name is Amber. Of course, you can always find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Amby Marie Knits. This is a YouTube channel that is crafty, usually fiber related, but I've definitely been getting into sewing and quilting a lot more. Today is Friday, June 14th. And I've got some finished objects, knitting, crochet, and sewing to show, plus some new projects, and I've even got some spinning kind of I want to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, I do want to thank everybody for watching. If you're new here, thank you for joining. If you stuck with me all the way for 57 episodes, thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, let's get started. So first up, finished objects. Woohoo! First pair for summer sock camp. Look at these. Aren't these gorgeous? All the way up here. Maybe this will be my screenshot. There we go. This is, I'm going to hold up one. Yarns with Alex. It's a Tasmanian yarn. I love it so much. My friends gave it to me and they make me so happy. These socks are mine. I don't know a lot of socks for myself right now because I can't wear them all the time, but these ones are mine. Okay, so colorway is ski, heel, and cuff is highlighter. Perfect color name. I did these toe up with we usually say afterthought heel. I think it's called a peasant heel or a forethought heel because I put in waste yarn and then picked it up and did the heel and then did a cuff. I did magic loop, size 1 needles, 2.25 millimeter. I like a 24 inch. The only problem is I get a ladder. I don't care, these are mine. I haven't blocked these yet either, so that may very well go away when I block it. But they're mine. It's fine. But very excited to have the first pair done. I did cast on another. I'll show you those when we get to whips. But that's my first finished object. The second finished object is a crochet project, and I finished this. So this little tapestry wall hanging, there we go, now you can see it. It is called Gravity. It is by Sixel Designs. It is mosaic crochet. It's actually done sideways. And with mosaic crochet, you do one row, cut, and then you alternate your colors to make the cool pattern. Yarns, Cascade 220. I don't remember the colorway, I'm sorry. The white is Lion Brand DIY Glow in the colorway Natural. And yes, I will put a picture of the glow in the darkness of this. Oh, that spot. Doesn't quite work, but that's okay. It's still fine. It looks really good. I like it. Really glad I got it done. And I get to gift this now because I've been waiting so I can record, so I can gift it to the person who is one of my friends bought a house and they need to have something like that in their house. So that is all of my finished objects. Next up, we're going to jump into whips. I feel like I've got a lot done. Also got some stuff that I've still got to do. So bear with me on this. First up is the Reydiant shawl by Leslie Ann Robinson of Knit Graffiti in my Gingersnapfibers leopard bag. It's pretty cool. So I got a lot done. And we're finishing this, fingers crossed, next week. We're going to see. I've got, is the sample knit for Fangirl Fibers. Guess what? My stitch stoppers are Fangirl Fibers because it's fitting. Look at this. I was here last week. And yeah, I know it's only that. That's still a lot in brioche. Look how huge this thing's going to be. It's so big. I have 20 rows left. Brioche rows, more like 40. It's going to feel like 40. But I have 20 rows left before I do the bind off. Look how, let me stretch that out. There we go. Yeah, now you can see the pattern in there. Isn't that fun? I'm so glad I ripped back and fixed this. Like, it needed to be done. And everything's so much better now. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I can finish this by Friday. I won't have it blocked. I know I won't be able to get that done by next Friday. But if I can get it done, that would be awesome. Okay. So that's that whip. The next whip that I did a lot on as well is that crocheted blanket I was working on. This is done in Lion Brand Mandala Echo Caves. Doing this for a friend of mine because her wrist hurt, she wasn't able to. And, okay, so I didn't have it to show last time because I'd left it at work. But I started the new ball of yarn right here. And I just done a couple rows last week. So I did all that in like 2 days. And I started the border. I think I'm going to do, actually that's the wrong way. There we go. Probably going to do 5 or 6 rows. I don't know. The goal is to have it be 36 by 52 inches, which is crib size. I know this because I Googled it. But, yeah. So, something else that should be done by Friday. Pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with just getting stuff off the needles. So, I'm going to talk about that here for you. But, that's that. Very happy. Next whip. Okay. We're going to go into a whip I'm a little bit frustrated with, but it happens and it's fixable. And then we'll go to the new whips. So, the partner pullover by Lady Amaro that I've been working on, I ran into an issue. I got to fix it. So, I started color 6. Look how pretty that is. I know it's a big jump. I don't care. It's still going to look great going into those blues. Looks great. Looks great. That wasn't good. Hold on a second. We're back. So, yeah, I have to rip out stitches, but, you see what happens there? We go from nice right here, nice smooth squiggles, and then not. That's because somebody, it's a 3x3 color work. Somebody did 6 purple in a row. So here's what I'm thinking. I am going to, because I think my floats are loose enough, I can do this. I'm going to drop down to here. Because it's only this. This is all that's the problem. I'm going to drop it down and knit it back up. That's my plan. Probably tomorrow. Not today. But that's what I want to do so I can not have to completely tink back the, how many rows is that? From where I messed up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't have to tink back 4 rows and start again. So that's my goal. I'm also planning on recording it. Wish me luck on that. It's so pretty though. I actually made this really cool thing. I'll put a picture of it here. Ignore the mess. It's a PVC pipe overhead phone holder. I don't know. It's so you can record stuff right down here. So fingers crossed. Is there any, I don't know if I can do true tutorials. I don't know if that's something I'd be good at. But if there's anything you want to see me do so you can see it, comment about down below. Any kind of knitting or crochet maybe, but mainly knitting, like techniques or whatnot, let me know. And I'm going to try and record it. We'll see what happens. So that's that whip. It's getting there. Again, no hurry on that particular one. So we'll get there when we get there. So that's all the whips that you've seen that I'm working on. We'll get to that. Next up, we're going to go to the new whips. So socks, of course, finish 1 pair. Got to start the 2nd pair. So I started a pair of shorty socks. These are DK, top down. I did not use the Hobby Lobby yarn because when I tried it, it didn't feel like it was too thick because I didn't realize it was Aran. And this is DK for the blue. The blue is a girl in her wool. The white is just some Berry Yarn held double. Here's the problem. That's not going to stay white after blocking. I love this yarn, but it turns my hands blue when I use it. Even with a color catcher, that's going to end up light blue. It's fine. I don't care. The recipient doesn't care. It'll be fine. Interesting way to store my needle. There we go. Okay, so we actually have 2. Not quite the same spot. I got a little bit further on this one. But I always want to save something. Life and stuff. I'll wait for life and stuff. But I got to take these with me to a fun thing and work on them. So I got the heels done then, so that was cool. So plugging away on these. Again, socks are my kind of more on-the-go mindless knitting. So they don't get worked on as much as my other projects because they're kind of an as needed thing. But okay, that's that whip. My other new whip is barely a whip. It's kind of not a whip because I got to rip out what I've done, but whatever, we're going to show you. So I am going to make the Tolsta Tank by, name's right down here. I'm going to be making this for one of my friends, and this is, oh, I need to put some yarn cozies on here. The yarn is Super Low Yarn in the colorway Birthday Cake, Birthday something. So pretty. And I was trying to, I cast it on, and then I lost some stitches, so I'm just going to redo the cast on. It's fine. But I almost started it. But yeah, I'll be starting this because I also need this for like the bigger mindless knitting, because I'm finishing some stuff. Like, I'm really excited to get some stuff done. So that's everything. Oh, bag is by Stitching Plaza. It's my Lisa Frank bag. I love it. Actually, these are both kind of Lisa Frank bags, and I still love both of them. It's fine. So that's everything I've been working on, but there is one thing I did want to talk about. My V-back tee. I wasn't working on it. I didn't want to work on it. What do I do with stuff I don't want to work on? I frog it. Everything's in here. It's all gone. I wasn't happy. I didn't like it. I did pull the needles out and I tried it on and I didn't like how it fit. Like, I don't know. I just wasn't happy. I know it's a great pattern. Lots of people have made it, but it wasn't working for me. That yarn, this will become another tee. Like, this is still going to become a tee. I just don't know when or where. We'll find out. So, that's all the whips. Let's move into acquisitions, and then we're going to go into sewing and then spinning. Or should I do spinning and sewing? Let's see. Okay, acquisitions. I did get in some yarn, and of course it's way over here. Look at these beauties. So I've got some Olga and Odd. This is by Kendra Makes. So Kendra Makes, she was one of the first YouTube channels I watched when I first started trying to learn how to dye yarn. She's got some great tutorials for yarn dyeing as well as sewing and just some great vlogs. Like, I really love her channel. She also does a lot of cross stitch, so if you like that, I definitely recommend watching her. But she's back into hand dyeing yarn, and she opened up a Spotify shop. Wow. Shopify. There we go. And she's got all sorts of cool stuff in there. So this is the first color I got. I got two. This is Celebrate. It's 100 grams, 80/20. There's the thing. And isn't it just so pretty? I love the pink, purple, blue, green, and then there's that dark gray in there. These are gonna make some great socks. And then the other colorway I got is this one. It's called Electric. And these are all like hand dyed in a pan, in or pot, in her kitchen. Like, I don't know. She's really cool. Like I said, I'll make sure she's linked below. I'll probably have her shop and her YouTube linked. That's probably what I'll do there because both are worth checking out. And I didn't order it, but look what she sent me too. This little cute giraffe stitch marker. I love it. So cute. So keep an eye out for these. These, I know I have so much sock yarn. Like, the majority of this stuff back here is single skeins. That can be socks, but I have new shinies. So we'll see what happens there. But that is my acquisitions. Then, as far as sticking with fiber related stuff, I did finally get out the Electric Ill Will 6.1 by Dreaming Robots that I got a couple weeks ago. I just hadn't had a chance to actually mess with it. Well, I pulled it out this morning, and I'm messing with it. Right now, I am spinning some Corriedale. There's a picture of it. Actually, here's a picture of it and my Nano next to each other, and the size difference is crazy. But yeah, I'm spinning some Corriedale on it right now, just trying to figure out the machine and get used to it. Once it's done, I have some American Rambouillet from, you'll never guess, the Fiber Genie. Isn't that pretty? So this was actually two 50-gram petite braids, so I've got another one all split up, ready to go, and I'm going to try and make a 100-gram skein of yarn. Haha. That's first. Oh, I should show this. So, Fiber Genie. It's colorway Gnomes. Name American Rambulay. So, hopefully I'll have some spinning to show soon. We'll see how much I get on that. So that's the fiber related stuff. Now we're going to jump into sewing. So, I showed y'all last week I made the sling bag. The Sandhill sling by Noodlehead. Well, I have a party I'm going to tomorrow, and for the recipient, I wanted to make them a bag, but I didn't want it to be as big as a Sandhill sling, so I found a YouTube video, I will link it below, for a child's sling bag, and it's got some issues, but it's usable. So this is what it is. Yes, I swiped a stitch marker for a pull tab because why not? It's a cute purple gummy bear and it matches. So this has a pocket on the front. Pattern had it on the back, but I wanted it on the front. I wish I'd made it taller. It's fine. This was an experiment. It's got the strap. Has two on here so it could go whichever side if they're left or right-handed. My stitching, yeah, I had some issues. It's fine. Inside is different than the other one. So it does have a pocket. The Sandhill sling had a drop in, so you just pretty much sewed everything up here and the rest was loose. This one, you do the binding, and yeah, that didn't go so well. Like, it just wasn't okay. And I had to hand sew. I hate hand sewing, but I knew better than try and take this back at the sewing machine. So the binding is hand stitched in there. And as far as it goes for a kid, it's usable. Like, it'll hold some treasures. It'll be good when they go places. I think it will be well loved, which is really all that matters. But yeah, and it's cute. And actually I put my phone in it and my phone went in there fine. So like this would be fun too for an adult. It's a little longer strap. But for adults who doesn't need a lot, because the Sandhill, it's not zipped, but it's this big. So here's the size difference between the two. But yeah, I'm still pretty happy with it. I got it done before the birthday party, so that was cool. So that's it on sewing. Next up, we're going to do some life and stuff, and then we will do books. So speaking of that sling bag, one of the reasons I made it is Saturday I went to a food truck rally, and pretty much it was at our local fairgrounds, and they had like 25 different food trucks there, and it was fun. We wandered around, checked out all the trucks. I had, did I take a picture? I took a picture, it's right here. We had some fried zucchini, so good, so very, very good. And then the other truck we went to was an Italian one. I did not take a picture of the stuff, but we had like this pastry that had like ham and cheese in it. I don't know, it was really good. We also had this little pizza thing that the dough was good, but it wasn't anything fancy. The fried zucchini was really good. Yeah, we wandered around. We also had a smoothie thing, and they had a live, not a live band, but they had somebody singing and whatnot. And we sat in our chairs. I worked on my sock and just kind of hung out in the shade for a while, and it was a pretty good day. So we did that, and that's really it for life. I mean, I went to work. I sewed a bag. I went to, well, I guess my kind of exciting thing was I made that camera thing. That was cool. Then lastly, books. I read, let's see, I finished Familiar of the Witch, which is book 3 of the Other Witch series by Heather G. Harris. And I am about halfway done with Destiny of the Witch, which is the final book in that series, I do believe, which I think that means I'll be caught up on the entire series, but I heard a rumor maybe she's got more books coming in the series. I don't know. We will find out. And then I'm also still listening to Dead Witch Walking by Kim Harrison. I think I've only got like an hour or two left on. Like, I'm almost done. But I have been listening to that some as well. So, I think that's it. I think there's kind of a lot in here. Hopefully I didn't go too long. We'll see. Because this is chopped up a whole bunch, so I don't know how long it's been. Oh, garden. Always want to talk about the garden. Sorry, almost forgot. So the garden is, my cucumber, oh my goodness gracious. So I have it on an A-frame trellis, but it's ignoring half of it. It is going straight up. There's already cucumbers starting. Like, it's looking really good. My tomatoes, I think Google says they have blight. Like the bottom leaves getting all brown and weird. Like, I don't know. They're not doing so hot. I was told to eventually just get rid of all the soil in that spot, which is not a very big garden. So that is actually something I could do. But if you have any ideas, let me know. Peppers are doing okay. I got one jalapeno off of them so far, and I had that with my breakfast, and it was delicious. Okay. That's it. Again, I do want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment. And not just on what tutorials I don't want to call them a tutorial because I don't think I'm going to be able to show you how to do something. Like, rephrase it. I don't think I'm going to be able to teach it. But if you want to watch me do it and maybe learn from that, that'd be cool. Let me know. Also, let me know what you're working on. Do you have big summer plans? What are you up to? I do want to thank everybody for watching and have a great weekend.